What should you do when your life is going really, really well? Stay tuned for my advice. Many years ago, I was in Oakland, California, sitting in the audience listening to Wayne Dyer. That was a wonderful evening because I've been blessed by the teachings of Wayne over the years. I'd listened to multiple courses that he had recorded on audio. And one of the things that stood out for me that night was when Wayne said, when your life is going really well, be aware that there's probably some caca around the corner. And what he meant by that is that, sure, things look great, really wonderful, but around the corner is going to be something really challenging, an adverse circumstance, a dip, a low, whatever you want to call it. Those times are going to happen. So there are a few lessons I want to share in this video. One is just be aware. Be aware that this is a moment to be savored and appreciated, right? Because we can't have a life full of constant ups. What we can have is a series of events that are sometimes more instructional than enjoyable, and other times more enjoyable than instructional, because we tend to learn more from the adverse circumstances in our lives than the good times. We look back with fond memories on the good times. We really enjoy those good times, but we learn in difficulty. So that's the first lesson. The second lesson that I got is that when you are in business and things are going really well, you're making sales, you're bringing in new clients, you're meeting your goals, money is coming in, you're feeling really good. And that might be a time when you feel like you could take a break. Maybe you should coast for a little bit because things are going so well. That's not what I recommend. I recommend that you should continue to do the things that are working for you, that have gotten you to this point. Also, you should be considering, what would you do differently to get you to the next point? How will you go higher and further than where you are now? Chances are it's going to require new thinking, new processes, and new approaches. So these good times should be savored and appreciated, but you don't want to coast. Let me give you kind of a metaphor for this. In the Tour de France, which is one of the sporting events that I've really enjoyed and admired over the years because of the difficulty and the discipline and the tenacity that it requires to win not just the daily stage, but the entire Tour de France. When a person has won a day, they push to try and win the next day. And the person who's in the lead overall doesn't necessarily win daily stages over and over, right? They accumulate a lead over the rest of the pack. The person who's in the lead doesn't coast, doesn't take a break. You have to push the next day and the next day and the next day. And sometimes you have to push even harder than the day you did before to ultimately win the race. And I see that as a metaphor for success in business and success in sales, that when you succeed, you push the next day and you might push even harder than you did while enjoying the fruits of your labor and savoring the success. So you do take a break, you do take a vacation, and you enjoy the moment with friends and family. And you also congratulate yourself. But you take away the thought, what am I going to do differently to go further? How will I educate myself and train myself to do it differently next year so I can go even higher? Because we often can achieve the same results, but new results take new thinking. So I hope this has helped you. As you consider the year ahead, you're going to have lots of great moments. What will you do in those great moments that will set you up for more success down the road, and also to learn from the lows? Please share your comments. Please like the video if it's helped you and share it with other people. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please do, because I release new videos every week. If you'd like to learn more about my coaching and training services, please visit my website, buildandbalance.com. And if you want a response to a question that you have, send me an email at michael@buildandbalance.com. I reply to all email, and your question might actually become the content of a future video. Thank you very much.